Welcome back to the pod. Today we have Tyler, Patrick, and Drew Townson for our Fresno State baseball episode. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So let's take it back. Tell me your first memories of baseball, good, bad. What were they?
The first one that I could remember, probably our first travel ball tournament that I ever played, probably 7 years old, and it's probably November, so it's freezing cold. And we have an 8 a.m. game because we just went 0-2 on Saturday. So we're playing a consolation game on Sunday. And I just remember getting to the field and there's still like ice on the grass. And remember thinking like, we really have to play baseball in this right now. But probably 7 years old is like the first one that I could vividly remember.
Okay. What position did you play to start?
I caught up until I was like 8. And then I pretty much played shortstop my whole life after that.
Okay.
Until now.
Until now.
Yeah.
Mine was I was probably 12 years old playing Cal Ripken All-Stars, and I was playing shortstop, and this is the first bad moment that I can remember. There was a pop-up like right at the second baseman, and I called him off, and I dropped it, and then I threw my hat on the ground, and then let's just say my dad was not very happy. Yeah.
And what position did you play?
I was playing shortstop at that time.
Okay.
But, I kind of played wherever growing up.
Okay.
I'm getting Mike Batesel flashbacks here. If you're not playing shortstop on your high school team, you're not good enough to play in college. Would be one of his like recruiting filters, right? But you know what I'm realizing as I hear both Drew and Tyler talk, they both came up with bad memories, which I'm sure they have some good ones too. But they're both coaches' kids. And it's not easy sometimes being a coach's kid. I'm just wondering for you guys, is it easier now for playing for coaches who aren't your dad compared to playing for your dad?
I'd say it's definitely different. I grew up kind of like my grandpa, my dad, my uncle all being coaches, so I was at the field all the time. And I think it was good playing for my dad, but at the same time it was hard. There was more of an expectation, obviously, but I think I learned a lot from it, and then you just learn a lot of life lessons and just stuff about ball that you take with you for the rest of your life. So, and I'm enjoying playing under Ove now, and it's been a true blessing.
And before Drew answers, I got to ask you, because you mentioned your dad, Kevin Patrick, who played for Mike Batesel at Cal State Northridge. Yeah. Your uncle, Chris, played for Bob Bennett and Mike Batesel here. And, of course, your grandpa, James Patrick, legendary high school coach around here. Which one of those is tougher to play for? Which one of those is the least forgiving when he's trying to squeeze something out of you?
I got to go James.
Yeah?
I mean, he's a legend. I got to go James. Yeah.
You're the only guy I could ask that question.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
How about you, Drew?
Like TP said, I mean, I grew up around the ballpark. My dad started coaching at Bakersfield College in 96, I believe, and then coached all the way to 2006. I was born in 2003, so from 03 into 06, I was at the ballpark all the time with him, and then he would coach out there in the summers from 2010 onward, and then he got the head coaching job my sophomore year at Bakersfield College, and at first I was like, I don't know how this is going to balance, because the last time I played for my dad, I was 13 years old before I went into high school. So from 6 to 13, he was my coach, and then 4 years off. Then he was our assistant my freshman year as well. So I don't think it's tough because him and I had such a good father-son relationship at home and player-coach relationship at the field. So I think it was mainly guided by him because he's kind of set that boundary for me from the time he was like, I'm going to apply for the head job. But there's kind of some things that you and I need to do because it can't be father-son at the field because it's a player-coach relationship at that point, and then we could be father-son at home. So whenever we would get home from baseball practice, dad and son would watch golf, we'd do stuff. It wasn't, honestly, we never even talked about baseball unless it was like what were you kind of thinking on this play? And it was 30 seconds, and that was it.
So both your dads also played college baseball as well as coach. So how do you think that inspired your love for baseball growing up?
I mean, kind of like we both said, just growing up around the game. I mean, obviously them coaching, but also playing at a high level, it makes you kind of want to do the same thing. Like you want to follow in their steps and then eventually have your son do the same thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just being out at the field from the time since I could walk, really, it was just kind of the first thing I ever did was probably hold a bat, and then I've been doing it for 19 years now.
Loving it ever since, right? So how would you describe yourselves as baseball players?
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
I think I'm ultra competitive and a hard worker, and I wish I could turn that ultra competitive mode off sometimes, but it doesn't matter if I'm playing Yahtzee with the family or pitching against Nevada. Like, I'm kind of the same ultra competitive guy all the time, but that's kind of how I would describe myself.
Yeah. I would kind of say the same thing. Definitely ultra competitive, and then just hate losing, no matter what it is.
Hate losing.
And I got to say, Taylor, they wouldn't have won the Mountain West tournament last year if Drew weren't so ultra competitive, because it was the way he attacked his rehab after taking one right off his foot and breaking his foot. And if he wasn't so determined to get back on the field, he wouldn't have been available in the tournament when they really needed him. So that it seemed like maybe that was even more so between the lines. How you approached your injury rehab was probably the most competitive thing you did all year, from my view.
Yeah, I would agree. And if we're going to talk about guys who contributed to winning the Mountain West tournament, this guy right here, I mean, that Nevada game, we played 15 innings. How many did you go in the back half? 4?
3 to finish it.
Yeah, 3 to finish the game, and it was just in nails from the time he came in, from the time the last out was recorded. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a fun game for sure.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic.
It was an epic game.
Definitely.
Yeah, take us through the highs and lows of the tournament.
Well, the high for me, other than winning, that first game against San Jose was my first game back in a month. And so I remember getting the call down from the bullpen and being like, get Townie hot, and then shaking hands after the game. Everything in between me getting hot to getting the third out is a complete blur. Like, I was so blacked out in that moment that it was just, I couldn't even begin to tell you, like, what I was thinking, what I did. I think I threw like 7 pitches, and then that was that. But that was the high for me outside of winning, being able to get back on the field.
Yeah, that was such a surreal moment, just obviously getting there in the first place. The season we had, the battle we had towards the end of the season, to kind of depending on which seed we're going to get. But just such a surreal feeling being there and being able to win a tournament, obviously. I didn't throw game 1, so I was kind of just hoping I would get in. You know, it's tournament time. You don't really know who's going to go at any given time. And then I heard my name called, and then I threw the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th inning. And, I mean, that was so surreal. I was just telling him the other day, actually, how, 3 different guys on the team. I remember for sure it was Ank and Stransky came up in the dugout and, gave me pep talks. And that was just, it was just such a crazy feeling, just being there and experiencing that.
And we thought Stransky ended it before he did when Yamaguchi robbed him with
goodness.
Ridiculous catch at third base.
Ridiculous.
Didn't that game feel like it was about to end about 5 times
So
before
close.
it did?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played in one like that before?
No.
And, I mean, they were the home team. They had runners on – when I was throwing, they had runners on, second and third. One blue pit and the game's over, you know? Just such a crazy game.
I know that. I was standing – there's 2 openings in that dugout on the very end, and then on the left side and the right side, there's 2 openings. So I'm standing on the left side right next to Ove. Stransky hits that ball, and I think the bases were loaded, or we had second and third. And I'm jumping up, and then he catches the baseball. I take my hat off, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's well, we play another one. Here we go. Back to work, TP. Yeah. But yeah, that game was crazy.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle the pressure in those moments?
I always kind of revert back to the quote that pressure is a privilege, and you're in those moments because you deserve to be in those moments. Mm-hmm. And we work from sun up to sundown to perfect what we do to be in those kind of moments. So I kind of honestly think it reverts back to just trusting your practice and the preparation that you put in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Drew's spot on there. You show up on campus in August and you're working for a championship, and I think all the work you put in and day out, it gets you ready for that moment.
And what about the brotherhood within your team? How does that propel you and motivate you?
I think we're each other's biggest supporters. If I'm throwing a bullpen, TP's there every single good pitch. He's attaboy, good pitch, or vice versa, the same way. Every single guy, we're each other's biggest fans. And I think seeing someone who puts in so much work succeed is one of the coolest things ever as a teammate, because you know how much effort goes in behind scenes. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, and then I think it also helps a lot to just have a group of guys who are all working towards a common goal. You're all working towards a championship. It makes it a lot easier to go through the trials and tribulations together.
And you guys have some new guys this year. I'd love to have you share who's really impressed you so far. But before we get to that, Tyler, is Drew really a pitcher yet? Because, I mean, he's been a position player his whole life, only been pitching a couple of years. Do you ever catch him he still has more of a hitter's mentality than a pitcher's focus?
I think Drew's just an overall good athlete. We'll go with that.
Thank you, bro.
Except for those half-court shots at the same
Except for
center.
the half-court shot. Brutal. I figured it was going to get brought up at least once, and that's okay. You know what? I did it. And has anyone made it yet this year?
No?
No, not yet.
What's it at now? 12?
What?
The money?
Yeah,
Money?
probably
Is it
a lot.
1,200?
It's a lot. I don't know what it
Maybe
is.
1,500?
That's
It's
impressive.
getting up there.
Jeez.
You want another crack at it?
No. I'll save myself the embarrassment.
Which teammate you think could make it?
None of them.
Ooh, none of them.
I don't think
wow,
a
he didn't
single one of them
hesitate.
can make
Come on,
it.
one guy.
If
can
you
make
had
it.
to put, not put money.
They just get one
betting.
chance.
If
No,
you-
we're not
if
putting
you
money
had
on
to
it.
guess, if you had to guess who on your team would make it, who would it be?
Did we have anyone who played basketball in high school?
we got guys who still hoop.
We got guys who say they can hoop. I don't know if they actually can.
How about Sky?
I would say Sky.
Sky, maybe, yeah. He's probably the best basketball player that I've seen.
I mean, I feel
on
like
our
I could
team.
drain that shot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's
When-
get TP out there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get TP out there when there's 3,000 people and they hand you the mic and say, here you go, take the shot. And then you're
I
just
want
like,
your ball.
all right, that's fine.
Now
He's
we
got
the
that
heavy
on.
hitting
He's
stuff.
Now
got
we
that
have
on.
to. Now you guys both have to do it now.
We don't
Again.
have to. We
Okay.
can let other people take
We'll go
that
after the
opportunity.
podcast. We'll walk out to the basketball court and we'll
easy.
both do it.
Easy.
Okay, perfect.
And we'll capture it on video.
And we'll get it on video.
Easy.
Perfect.
See how many times it takes.
Yeah.
So, new guys this year? Anybody really making a strong impression on you that you're saying, hey, I can't wait to see this guy compete when it's real?
I kind of feel like all of them. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a single freshman this year that I'm like, all right, he could probably be good in a couple years. Like all of them, I think, could step up right now and make an immediate impact. Like they're so talented, they're so toolsy, they show up every day, they work hard. So I don't think there's one guy in particular that I can be like, he's going to stand out. But as a group, I think that they're all really good players.
Yeah. I mean, when you got a new team coming in, how many new guys?
A lot.
At least 18,
18,
maybe?
I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
And we got 12 freshmen, so like that's a whole new group, and especially young guys, and they've handled it really well, and we're excited to see what they can do for us this year because there's a lot of really, really good new guys.
As you're bringing in so many players, how would you describe the culture of this program?
I think your culture the overall culture I think stays the same, but your team's different. Your team identity is going to be different every single year. So I think when you come in, you have to kind of set the ground rules for the new guys. If this is what we do, this is how we do it, and that's your team culture. But the personalities of each team is going to be different. So I feel like you kind of go about it different ways.
Yeah, I mean, pretty spot on there. Like last year's team was awesome with the culture, everybody, really tight group, and coming into this year, what's it going to look like with all the new guys? And it's honestly pretty close to the same.
Yeah.
I think we were just talking about it the other day. The culture's really good. Everybody gets along. We all want to win. I mean, it's as simple as that.
So, Murph Gray, Stransky, Blandford, guys that helped you win these back-to-back tournament titles, they're all playing pro ball now. So who's the guy for each one of you that when it comes to inter squad and he steps in the box, you're like, I really don't want to face this guy right now?
TP knows his answer for sure.
Oh, this year it's Jet.
Jet Ruby?
Jet owned me in the fall, yeah. Yeah.
For me,
funny.
I can't get freshmen out. We were talking about this the other day. I've given up two extra base hits since this whole entire time that we've been air squatting. A triple off the wall to John Caston, and Marcus Nolan took a ball about 500 feet on, what was it, Monday?
Monday,
The
yeah.
other day against me, and like Mikey Boyd always hits lasers off of me. I just can't get freshmen out.
Really?
For some reason, on our team, the freshmen hit me very well.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Well, maybe that'll convince the opponents to throw a lot of freshmen in the box.
Yeah,
for you, and then you
exactly.
can show up against a really challenging schedule. Taylor, have you seen the schedule they're playing this
Yeah,
year?
I mean, starting off with Utah, what are you guys looking forward to?
Competing again.
Yeah, finally being out there and
Yeah.
just playing. Yeah.
But I mean, anytime you get to face a team in a different kind of uniform or in a different uniform, it's always fun. Especially when you've worked for 8 months or however long we've been back at school to finally open up on February 13th. Like, there's no day like opening day.
In the off season, what did each of you work on?
For me, it was refining a couple pitches. So I kind of cleaned up my slider a little bit. I got the shape a little bit bigger. I added the curveball over summer, so just getting that down, and then adding a second fastball was kind of like the biggest separator in terms of things that my arsenal would play with. So I added a sinker, and I think that's going to help the slider play, and it plays off the changeup really well too. So kind of just refining those three pitches, and then getting my body in shape to hopefully start this year and learn how to go 5, 6, and 7 innings. So.
Actually, we had a really productive week towards the end of the fall where we worked on a lot of kind of pitch shape, pitch development stuff. And I actually added a sweeper there. I got to give credit to Ishan Henderson.
Yeah.
He came out, he taught a lot of the guys a slider sweeper, actually. And
Yeah.
that's a new pitch for me. I'm liking it a lot. But in the off season, just trying to work on mechanics, cleaning up everything and moving down the mound better.
The Clovis West connection there, Ishan and TP.
Yeah.
And Tyler, you played in Alaska this summer.
I did play in Alaska all summer. No. I played in Canada, Victoria, British Columbia.
Victoria, BC.
Yeah. I don't
My
know why I
bad.
said Alaska.
I said Alaska.
I know.
Did you see some northern lights up there?
No, I didn't.
Too busy playing ball?
I guess so. Long days.
One off day a week,
Did
too.
you pick up
Yeah.
any Canadian phrases that now confuse your teammates?
No, I honestly didn't. Yeah.
Did you bring home any like loonies or toonies?
I do, yeah. I actually still have some Canadian cash in my wallet for some reason.
Well, maybe you guys will
That's
play an
pretty good.
international series this year.
Yeah.
What did it do for you being around all those other guys? Because a lot of people don't know what summer ball's like in college. And Drew, you didn't play this summer, right? Because
I was in Mankato, Minnesota for like 3.5 weeks at the end.
3.5 weeks. Okay. What's that like when you're playing with guys who you might be playing against now this season?
I mean, I think it's pretty cool to go and meet new guys, especially like if you don't have any of your teammates with you, like you got to go meet a whole new team and find new teammates and find new ways to win with new people. So I think that's just a cool opportunity to learn how to play the game, honestly, and just be a better baseball player. And then also like Victoria, British Columbia, it's just a beautiful spot. Like getting to play in such a beautiful area like that, it's pretty fun.
Did you go have tea at the Empress?
No, I didn't.
See, man, just too focused on
Drew
baseball, I guess.
definitely would have gotten some tea.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes, Drew's
I'm a big tea guy. Every
Really?
night. Yeah, it's part of my nightly routine. I
Okay,
drink some
what are
chamomile
the
tea.
teas? Because I love tea as well. So I'm interested to hear what you drink.
So after I have a big meal, I go for a peppermint tea.
Yep.
Helps with digestion and stuff. And then before I go to bed, I have about 10 ounces of chamomile tea to help with sleep and stuff. And then I take that with
Okay.
my magnesium and zinc, and I wear my red light glasses at night to help with my circadian rhythm, and that's my nightly routine
Okay,
right there.
wellness.
Yeah.
Did
There
you
you go.
have circadian rhythm on your podcast bingo card today?
I didn't. If I had to
Good
guess
word.
words, that wasn't one that was going to come up today. But both of you guys, Valley kids, so what's it like to play and be some hometown heroes?
It's awesome. That was kind of one of the bigger decisions that it came down to when I was picking a school. My family gets to come watch every single weekend that we're at home. My mom and sister pretty much go to every single road series. So, I mean, getting to have 8 family members in the stands every single weekend is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, spot on there. You grow up coming to these games, watching the games. Like, it's just such an awesome feeling to finally have the opportunity to be that person you grew up watching and just be a role model for the younger generations.
What are your first memories of Fresno State?
I would say I went to the WAC tournament in Arizona. I don't know what year, but I know Jordan Brink was playing because we talked about it a lot last year.
Okay.
So that was pretty fun growing up, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
If I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I ever came to a single like Fresno State sporting event growing up as a kid. I don't recall going to many sporting events other than like Bakersfield College events, either baseball or football games, to be honest.
But with the Carr brothers from Bakersfield, you must have heard about them a little bit.
For sure. And then all of my best friends, I'm not a big NFL guy, but all my best friends are Raiders fans, so like
Okay.
DC's their guy. So, I mean, being a Bakersfield kid, it's easy to root for him in general, but I've heard that he's a fantastic human being, so.
He is, and he's part of the new class of the Fresno County Athletic Hall of Fame.
Really?
Unless he comes back and plays this year. I don't know. And speaking of guys who come back and play, I know the alumni game's a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys also have other opportunities, like when there's Pete Biden Day and Bob Bennett Day and Mike Batesel Day, and all these players come back. Is there a moment for either one of you where a certain player from the past, because this program has this rich, lengthy tradition of outstanding baseball, are there some situations that just even in your time at Fresno State, a former player coming and talking to you guys really made an impression on you?
Well, I was fortunate enough to play my freshman year at Bakersfield College for Coach Payton, who played and coached with Coach Bennett. So anytime that they have Bennett weekend, Coach P always comes back out, and he was one of the biggest role models in my life. So just getting to see him, he lives in Arizona now. So just being able to get to see him, and then Hosey's always out there every Sunday. We do chapel with Hosey, and then Goody's coming out. So like having just those guys around is so awesome. Getting to share those stories and stuff that they went through, and
Besides your Uncle Chris, Tyler.
I was gonna say him, and then I was gonna say Hosey. Obviously, he does chapel for us on Sundays, but it's always good talking to him when he comes out. And then, I mean, you got so many greats that have been here. I think it'd be really cool to see Judge come out.
yeah,
Not bad.
that wouldn't be too bad.
He's done all right.
Yeah.
When you're on the mound, it's a mental challenge, right? So what is your routine, or what are some strategies that you use when you're on the mound?
We talk a lot about breathing routines with Buck, so he likes to call it a double breath. So let's see, you'll get the sign, fastball away. Get on the rubber, come set again, and then you're ready to make the pitch. So a lot about breathing, slowing the heart rate down, slowing everything down, and then just getting yourself ready to make a pitch and execute.
Yeah, we talk a lot about lights, whether it's a green light, a yellow go, yellow stop, or a red light. So being able to kind of recognize what your lights are, for me, like a yellow go is a quick 0-2 count. I'm going to take a breath, but I'm not going to slow anything down because I'm cruising still, but I'm just going to keep going. A green light is like you're just cruising, nothing's going wrong. And then a red light is 4-pitch walk, or a guy makes an error. You got to really take your time off the mound, recollect, and then get back on and go back to work. But like TP said, it's a lot about breath. Like I feel like the more that you can control your breath, the more you can control yourself. So when your breath's under control, typically you're under control.
What about game day routines, superstitions?
I'm not a superstitious guy at all. I like to call it routine oriented. I feel like guys who rely on superstition don't believe in their abilities. So I like to have routines. I like to get into the hot tub for like 10 minutes, loosen up the body, and I'll go shower, go into the weight room, roll out, and then pretty much after that, it's go time. I don't really think about much in between other than, like, I don't have to throw the same distance every day. I don't have to throw the same amount of pitches. Like, it's kind of just whenever you feel good, you feel good.
Okay.
For me, I used to be really superstitious, but the only thing I can think of right now, and it's kind of just gotten into my daily routine, is I always put my right shoe and sock on before my left.
So, like, sock and shoe?
No, sorry.
Okay, sock, and then shoe, right?
Right sock, left sock.
Okay.
Right shoe, left shoe. And then, I just go about my day. But that's always, like, the first thing. It's always right first.
Right,
I don't know why.
I feel like if there's one thing that I always do, it's I put my hat on last, because once I put my hat on, like, it's go time. And I'm super big into sports psychology, so kind of having like an alter ego kind of thing is like whenever you do one thing to like really get you in the zone, for me it's putting the hat on. Like once I put the hat on, it's go time and I'm in that kind of zone flow state.
You're locked in.
Yeah.
Does
Anything
your
on
alter
your
ego
mitts?
have a name?
Oh, yeah.
No name for it. It's just kind of there. Like I'm Drew outside of the field, and then when I'm out the field, it's like just kind of locked in a little bit.
Tyler, does his alter ego have a name when he's not around?
We like to call him Faux Hunted.
All right, I get called 400. That's like the alter ego. I know Holly ratted me out for that too.
I had no idea. I could just see the look in your eye. That was something more.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, Taylor.
I like to call myself 400 when it's like game time. But I mean, other than that, it started as a joke, but then I was like, I kind of like this. So, like, I know JJ McCarthy calls himself like 9, but I couldn't do that. But like 400 is kind of funny. It's a little corny, but 400's like funny, and I don't know. But yeah, that's what I call it.
And the legend is born.
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot of nicknames in baseball, right? So what are your nicknames? And what's a funny nickname of someone on the team?
Ooh.
Funny name, someone on the team.
Got to be appropriate, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody calls Sky Collins like Buddy. Like, what up, Buddy? I don't know how it started.
Probably says it a lot.
I think he said it a lot.
I mean, Will's Australian, so like you can kind of.
We call him Nate. Yeah. We have
Okay.
a freshman on the team named Gavin Akizian. We call him G Keezy.
Okay.
I like that
That's
one
a
a lot.
good one.
Ooh, I
That's a
like
good one.
Eric Frico.
Yeah, we call it
Okay.
Frico.
Okay.
We get creative with it sometimes.
What about you guys? Your nicknames?
Just Townie.
TP.
Yeah, TP.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Okay. What do you guys do for fun before games, in the bullpen? How do you pass the time?
Oh, man. Last year in the bullpen, we'd have, depending upon the score, because if you're up by a lot, there's a little bit more leeway what can happen in the bullpen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'd play games, talk to the left or right fielder, depending upon where the bullpen's positioned. But, I mean, there's really, like, no super fun thing to do in the bullpen. Like, you're kind of just sitting out there waiting for your number to get called.
Yeah, maybe some hacky sack. before
Yeah.
the game,
Okay.
But I think we lost ours. We haven't played all fall.
Thank God. I hate hacky sack.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a eye-wash, waste-of-time game.
Now we know how it disappeared, TP.
Yeah, I threw it away.
Drew threw it away.
It's over there by that fig tree beyond the fence.
Yeah, it must be.
You know, so one of the reasons fans come to the game, besides an awesome schedule, first 8 games at home, 4 against Utah, 4 against Pepperdine. They're going 2 Arizona, 2 Stanford, big-time schedule this year. One of the reasons fans love coming to Pete Biden Field at Bob Bennett Stadium is the food.
That's what I've heard.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Have you
It's
guys
really
ever
good.
got, I mean, sometimes you're charting pictures, or Drew, you were going around on that new knee scooter for, you know, a lot of time. Have you guys sampled any of the food at the ballpark, and do you have any recommendations for the Red Wave?
I haven't, but Taylor and I talked about this the other day at the basketball game. I saw on Instagram that the pulled pork nachos were ranked like the #1 ballpark food in the country. So I haven't had the chance to get any yet, but
They are
maybe
10 out of 10.
I'll put that on
got
my
them?
bucket
Yeah.
list.
Pretty good.
They're really good. I
They
think.
feel like they're 5 pounds.
Yep.
It's like
That's
a
what I
ton
want.
of food.
If I'm gonna get something from the ballpark, like I want
Yeah.
it to be filling, because I don't want to spend $8 on a pretzel, then $10 on a hot dog. Like I want to spend $10 on a hearty meal.
And the prices are reasonable. And you could throw jalapenos on there.
Yeah, you got all your
A lot of
toppings and stuff.
So TP, you haven't
No,
tried
I've
any?
never had any stadium food yet.
And your family hasn't said anything or given you any tips?
but I did see the thing. What is it? Pulled pork nachos. Yeah, that came out maybe last year.
It was like in the fall, I think, when I saw it.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna have to try those, I guess.
The power of Instagram. I like
Yeah,
it.
seriously.
For a fan who hasn't been to one of your games, describe the atmosphere.
It's awesome. I don't know if
Yeah.
anything beats a Friday night at a
Seriously.
college baseball stadium. I mean, stands are packed. Typically, Friday nights, you're the two best starters facing off against each other. Packed stands with good baseball. I don't know what. Like that's just all you could really want as a player, as a fan. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an awesome atmosphere.
Yeah.
The red wave has been awesome to us. I mean, even traveling too. Like last year, playing at UCLA, you see that stadium and it's half red, half blue. Like,
No,
that's
I would say
crazy.
it was like 70% red, 30% blue. When we were
I
playing
mean, it's
UCLA.
awesome. It makes it easier to play when you
Yeah.
have such a strong fan base.
We do travel very well, which is always fun, especially on like road series. Like go to New Mexico, you're in the middle of nowhere, but you have 100 fans there to watch you. Like it's cool.
You know, one thing that the fans never really know what's going on is when Coach Buckley, your pitching coach, or Coach Overland come out to the mound, right? We can imagine what's being said out there, but we don't really know. You guys have any funny memories of something one of those guys said that just either really motivated you or made you laugh, lighten the mood? Any kind of funny moments out there?
I do. So last year we were playing San Jose at San Jose, and this is Friday night. Ank just went, I think, 6 innings, but we're beating them. It's going to be a run rule because if we only played to the 8th that day.
And Ank is Jack Anchor now.
Jack
with Pittsburgh
Anchor, yeah.
Pirates, for those who don't have all the nicknames. Sure. Yeah.
And so Ank gets taken out. I go into the game, and I maybe walk a guy or something. Buck comes out there, and he goes, Townie, you're working too hard. We're up by 10 runs, do this. And then the umpire comes out because he's taking too long, and I forget the umpire's name. But he was like, so-and-so will even tell you to slow down. And the umpire goes, yeah, kid, just slow down, play the game. And I like chuckled on the mound.
That's funny.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm working too hard right now. So, but yeah, that was one from last year that was kind of funny.
Love it.
It's a good one. I don't really have many, honestly. I would say if Buck's coming out to the mound, it's not normally a good thing, unless he's just giving you a breather. But yeah, I don't really have many crazy stories or anything like that.
Yeah.
From a mound visit.
If Buck's coming out, it's either to tell you to figure it out, or we're kind of going to go over if there's a pinch hit or a scattering report kind of deal. But for most of the time, it's you better figure it out quick.
Yeah.
Or every once in a while, it's, hey, guys, I don't have anything to tell you. I'm just going to stand here until the umpire comes out so I can say something to him.
Yeah,
That's definitely happened before.
That's happened before.
Until the umpire didn't come out.
Or he'll look at you, but be talking to the umpire, so the umpire doesn't know. Be like, Bob, you've been so bad today. I can't. You got to figure this out, Bob. And he's staring right into your eyes. And
We shouldn't be giving away his secrets. I guess.
yeah, I shouldn't give away secrets. Cut this one out, Murph.
All right, Paul, do you have any last questions before I get into a couple fun questions?
Well, I just think, a lot of people are excited. Last year in the Mountain West, chance to three-peat in the tournament. Is there something that already through fall and now ready to start the season that you guys have as that overarching focus, or like what brings you back to the mission you have in front of you this year?
I think kind of just the goal showing up every single day. Like you walk into the clubhouse and the first thing you see is conference championships, and I couldn't even begin to imagine how many there are on there. But I mean, from like 90 to 98, I think it was 8 in a row, some kind of ridiculous number if I'm looking at it. But I mean, just wanted to continue greatness, I think, is one of those things that you show up to the ballpark every single day and just looking to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, I think you show up on campus day one in the fall and you know that we're champions. I mean, we've been champions the past 2 years, and that's the standard, champion standard. So Drew actually said this quote about a couple weeks ago. He said, Rome wasn't built in a day, so we can't win a championship on one game or one pitch. It's going to take everybody on the team. It's going to take every day of the season. So it's a long journey, and we're just attacking it day by day, trying to win every day.
Yeah.
All right. First question.
Uh-oh.
If you guys are singing karaoke, what's your song?
Ooh. Fun one, kind of an oldie, but Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go country. I'll probably just go like heartache medication.
Yeah, heartache medication,
Okay.
good one.
Always a hit. If you had to steal one pitch from the other person, what would you steal?
Ooh.
Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
Someone on our team or anyone in the world?
We'll go anybody in the world.
Give me Tarek Skubal's fastball. 103. I mean, you can't beat it.
I'll take Mason Miller's fastball.
Mason Miller's fastball.
Okay,
Good one, too.
both of them
Yeah.
with a fastball. All right, well,
You
Coach,
sure you don't want to go Dennis Springer's knuckleball for that one out?
I think it'd be fun to throw a knuckleball. I know George
It would
Kirby,
be.
right after Tim Wakefield passed away this year, the first pitch of the game, he threw a disgusting knuckleball.
Wow.
And I was like, he should add this into the arsenal because it was pretty good. But yeah, it's all honor Tim Wakefield. He threw a knuckleball.
103 sounds good.
103 is all right to me.
That'll work.
Coach Overland just had a baby.
Uh-huh.
Who on the team would you guys trust to babysit the baby all day?
This has to be screened by Tara, by the way. She
I
has to
know.
approve.
Good question.
Yeah, good question. I'm leaving the baby with Griff.
Yeah.
You can't, I
Really?
mean, awesome guy, responsible, does everything the right way.
Yeah.
I think Griff will take care of a baby
That's a really good
fantastically.
answer.
Okay, you're going with Griff too?
Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that.
All right, last question. You each have to pick a teammate who gets to redo your wardrobe, and you don't get any input. And you have to wear this wardrobe for 6 months.
6
Oh my
months.
goodness.
6 months.
Wow.
I might go Griff.
Yeah, you and Griff kind of have the same style already.
I like the way Griff dressed.
yeah, kind of the street clothes vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like a street clothes guy. Who would I like to redo my wardrobe? I think I can tell you who I wouldn't want to redo it. But that's not the question, so I'm not going to answer that. Who would
Is that
I
a player or a coach?
Player.
Okay, just checking.
Who would I want to redo my wardrobe? I'm trying to go in the locker room one by one to the guys' outfits I like every single day. Honestly, don't know. I like Rico's fit yesterday. Yeah, I'll go Vic actually.
Yeah,
I
thought you were gonna say Vic.
Yeah, Vic. That was easy. I don't know why didn't you tell me that sooner.
Well, I was waiting for you
Vic
to
for
say
sure.
that.
Okay.
Vic and I kind of have a little bit of the same style sometimes too. So yeah, Vic.
All right, and then last question. Who is surviving on a desert island, and who's out first?
Out of who?
The whole team.
Coaches included or all players?
But everyone picks Nico Mitchell, so
Nah, Nico's out first.
Yeah.
He's the biggest threat?
No, not the biggest threat.
He's the least chance?
He would probably eat all the coconuts first, and then we'd have nothing else to eat because Nico's eating all the bananas and the coconuts and stuff. All the healthy food, Nico's got it.
Yeah.
okay, so he's out first.
Nah, he'd actually probably survive. It sounds bad, but I want to put myself up there for being able to survive.
Okay.
I like fishing. I think I'd be able to catch some fish.
Okay.
Could start a fire. It's like all the basic stuff I think I could do pretty well.
Okay.
I don't really know who would survive that.
I don't think
Maybe Will. I don't know.
Maybe Will. Yeah, he lives on pretty much on an island.
Yeah.
Just because he asks dumb questions all the time, I'm gonna say that Weston Thornberry's not surviving on a deserted
like
island.
Okay. Not
I
surviving.
don't know if Barkley's surviving.
Bark
on a
might not
desert
either.
island.
Yeah.
He might last a little bit, but
All right. Who's your number one winner? And it can't be yourself.
Someone that's got like good outdoor skills.
I'm trying to think.
These are good questions on the back
Yeah.
end. Jeez, I know.
Tricky.
One winner.
I need to like see everybody's face.
I know.
I'll go Bo. Bo Rico.
Yeah, Bo
Bo
Rico.
Rico.
He
I think
seems
Bo
like an
Rico,
outdoorsman.
He's gritty. He can get through that.
Yeah, good
All right.
answer. I'm gonna go Bo Rico as well.
He's surviving.
Bo Rico
Bo
survived.
Rico is.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
And we'll see you next time on The Pod.